Hi guys, my name is Martin and welcome back to PapiLikula. For those who don't know, I am not a professional critic, nor do I have a fancy degree in cinema. I am just a movie enthusiast who loves to sort the good movies from the bad ones so you don't waste your time on the latter. So, today, my review is all about the movie Over Your Dead Body. Over Your Dead Body follows a dysfunctional marriage couple who head to a remote cabin where both of them secretly plan to kill each other. But things take a turn when a trio of escaped convicts show up at their cabin with some very sinister intentions. Now, one thing this movie does really well is showing a collapsing marriage. These are two people who resent each other so much they've reached the point where murder feels like an option. The film also uses multiple points of view with flashbacks that slowly reveal context and fill in the story. And honestly, every scene is just dripping with this hilarious bitter hatred. Then, things get even more outrageous when the escaped prisoners enter the picture. Because now, you're not just looking at one broken relationship, you're seeing a contrast between an old marriage falling apart and a newer relationship still burning with passion. Now, while the movie is mostly funny and entertaining, there are a few things that don't land well, unfortunately. There's one scene involving attempted sexual assault that is played for humor, and honestly, that just doesn't feel good. There's also a moment where an Asian character is portrayed in a very stereotypical way to the point that it feels like a caricature. And these elements do take away from the overall experience. Now, let's talk about the cast because this is definitely a highlight. Samara Weaving plays Lisa. She starts off as cold, calculated, almost emotionless, but slowly reveals the pain underneath. We also have Jason Segel, plays Dan, and he's the more emotional and honestly more chaotic character. Together, their chemistry is strongest when they're at their each other's throats. That tension, that hatred feels very real and very entertaining. Juliette Lewis is absolutely unhinged in the best way as Allegra. Timothy Oliphant delivers a chilling performance as Pete, and their relationship acts as a perfect contrast to Lisa and Dan. Most of the movie takes place in a single location, a secluded cabin near a lake, and it works really well because once the violence starts, everything in that cabin becomes a weapon. The fight scenes are creative, sometimes brutal, and surprisingly, very funny. The movie also uses flashbacks really effectively. It will jump back in time with on screen text, showing you different perspectives and revealing new twists. And these transitions help balance the humor and the violence. So, overall, Over Your Dead Body is a delightfully violent and entertaining thriller with a few missteps that hold it back from being truly great. It has strong performances, great chemistry when it counts, and some very memorable action moments. So I'm giving Over Your Dead Body a 3.5 out of 5 stars. As Timothy Oliphant's character says in the movie, in a relationship, the key is finding ways to keep things fresh. That's a good advice also for filmmaking too, don't you agree? This movie doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it has enough energy and enough crazy moments to make it worth the watch. For me, this was worth my time, and I was definitely entertained. If you enjoyed this review, you already know what to do, guys. Once again, my name is Martin, and I'll see you in the next episode of PapiLikula.